Hi everyone, welcome back to Switch Up, and you'll never guess what, Glenn.
What's that, Mark?
Coming up very soon.
Yep.
It's Zombie Day.
Zombie Day.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. Have you ever heard of that before?
I haven't, but Cubic Games have decided that to mark the celebration, they're going to release 3 zombie-themed games, and we're going to have a look at them and tell you what they're all about, as well as showcase some of the deals that they've got going on at the minute. There's quite a few discounts available on some of their games and their partners' games too.
Yeah, we're talking about a few new games as well that we've never spoken about before, which is always nice, and a couple of our selections. So yeah, stick around till the end. What's the Zombie Day sale all about? Well, let's find out. Okay, so how does this one work then, Glenn?
Well, with Halloween on the horizon and obviously Friday the 13th, there are 3 zombie-themed games releasing on that day from Cubic. We have Z Escape, Zombie Defense, and Zombie RAFT. Now, the main crux of the deal is that if you buy any 2 of those games, you get the 3rd game for free, but there are a few discounts available as well.
First up then, we've got a game called Z Escape. Your quest, apparently, is to rescue as many survivors as you can by killing all of the walking dead. The zombies can run and climb, so these are very much 28 Days Later type zombies. You've got to precisely pick them off and try not to get gobbled, using exploding barrels, destroying bridges. There's a physics-based element here to proceedings, and you have to rescue survivors before they become infected. Seems like the right way around of doing it. There are hordes of different zombies, interactive surroundings, lots of different weapons, a few different skins, and the most important part, lots of shooting. That one, like the rest of these, is out today.
Good stuff. I would be pedantic and argue that the zombies in 28 Days Later aren't zombies.
Are they not?
They're infected humans, I'm going to go with.
What is a zombie?
Well, you have to die and be reanimated, don't you?
Ah, yes.
Just saying.
Well, I'll take that from a zombie aficionado.
Exactly right. Right, next up then we have Zombie Defense.
Yeah, Zombie Defense then essentially looks like it's a base building game where you're defending from the central area, getting new weapons, hopefully inviting someone along for some multiplayer action in 2-player local play, and then fighting off waves and waves. It's very much a survival based game by the looks of things.
Yeah, as with the previous one, there are a number of bosses, different skins, weapons of course available to you, but that multiplayer for this one I think is that's the bit I'll be looking forward to, you know?
Yeah, that one was developed by Homer Games and it's only 108 megs to download. So Zombie Day so far, we've had Zombie Escape, Zombie Defense. What's next, Glenn?
Next we have Zombie RAFT.
Ooh, nice.
Things get rafty.
Indeed they do, and this time around you're essentially building a very large raft above a body of water, killing zombies, using said raft to escape them when needed, once again rescuing stranded survivors, and then evacuating them via the chopper.
Yeah, you can set traps as you go along, you can see if the survivors will join your team, and you can also upgrade your weapons as part of the gameplay. So as mentioned, if you buy 2 of those games, you can get the 3rd one free, but as well as this, if you own any of those 3 games, as well as Aquarium Land or Farmland Complete Edition, all of which have discounts at the moment too, you will then unlock the capacity for further discounts on the games we're going to speak about next. So the first of those games that you will unlock a discount on is one that we've spoken about recently, funnily enough, and this is Bang On Balls Chronicles.
Yeah, Bang On Balls Chronicles was nothing like I expected. It was like an amalgamation of a few different genres, but it reminded you of a game, didn't it?
It did. It was very much like The Blob or its sequel, if you've ever played those, in that you are obviously a spherical hero and you have to move around an open to an extent 3D world, you know, like 3D levels, fulfilling a number of tasks.
I like that name you gave them there. Imagine that, you rock up, you got Superman, you got like Spider-Man, spherical hero.
It's good, isn't it?
It
I like that one, yeah.
This is really good. If you want to check out a full video as well, we do have one on the channel. It comes from Untold Tales and it's a very fun game. There's real-time action combat, there's a lot of exploration, and you enter these different areas from what's essentially a film set, and they cover different themes like the medieval era, space, as well as feudal Japan.
This one will have a 40% discount if you are in the US, or 20% off if you are in the EU or the UK.
Next up, we have a couple of games from the same series. We have Hole.io and Paper.io 2. Now, we did speak about these about a month or so back, and the things that stood out are that they are very fun party games. So if you can get a couple of friends, I think one of them's 4-player as well. Hole.io basically has that Katamari feeling to it, where you're gobbling up items, trying to become the largest, and battling against your mates. There are different skins and bits and bobs to customize yourself, but Paper.io 2 is slightly different. It has a similar mechanic, but this time around you actually have to like cut off large areas of the map and make them your colour by painting the world. The thing that maybe elevates this one if you're looking for a party game is that you can play it with up to 8 players, if you have that many controllers, to be fair.
Yep, both of these are available for up to 90% off in the US or 80% in other regions, again, if you own one of the 5 games mentioned earlier. Next up then we have Run Sausage Run, which is one we've spoken about a couple of times and never fails to make me laugh because of that title. But it is essentially an endless runner where you need to avoid a number of hazards as you run along as a sausage of some variety.
Yeah, I think this was one of my funniest times when you were trying to pronounce like Blashverst or something.
Lookverst, yeah.
Lookverst, that was the one. Oh, it was me that can't pronounce it. That backfired. But yeah, very fun game again. Really good if you've got up to 8 people. These are all really perfect games if you're looking for those Christmas party pickups, because you give someone a controller, dress them up as a fancy sausage, and then send them across like these types of areas. You're going to have a laugh.
As with the last couple of games, this one is 90% off in the US or 80% off elsewhere. Following on from that, then we have Johnny Trigger. This is a run and gun basically, where you play as obviously Johnny Trigger, taking on the enemies as you go through the levels, and each level has a manic theme to it. You can customize your character as you move through, and it's very much about that shooting. There's not a huge amount else you need to be worrying about. Just keep on going, keep on shooting.
Then we've got something totally different. It's called Brightside Riddles and Puzzles, which seems to pit you in some form of logic-based battle against your peers. As the title suggests, there are over 450 riddles there, but there are also 25 videos that you'll watch, and then you're trying to solve it before your rivals. Some of these will be deduction-based, trying to spot the difference before anyone else, solving codes and ciphers. So another one to consider for those Christmas get-togethers.
Yeah, I used to play games like this at uni, funny enough. You remember things like Buzz?
Yeah, Buzz,
you know, with
great.
With a team of mates, and they do become really good fun as you go on through the night, you know. This one has an 87% discount if you own one of those 5 games across all regions. Next we have Real Boxing 2. Here you play as a newbie boxer who will be challenging experienced opponents and trying to win the championship. You can customize your character, and there are some mini games to partake in as well, and some of the enemies are pretty out there, or the opponents I should say, including I believe Father Christmas.
Yeah, I think he's in there somewhere. Always reminds me of that Ready to Rumble game from back in the day. What was that on? What system was Ready to Rumble?
I remember it on the Dreamcast. I'm sure it was on others.
It was the Dreamcast. Yeah, it was like amazing graphics.
Absolutely, yeah, a wacky boxing game for sure. And this one is available for a huge 96% off in the US or 80% off in other regions.
Oh, he said wacky, all right. In Dig Deep, if you haven't heard of it before, you essentially have to dig down, excavate with a team of you, try and find as many items of treasure as you can, and then earn money to allow you to go on more expeditions as the days pass. This one you can play 2-player co-op, and it is actually quite fun in that mode, and there are some DLCs if you really get into it. If the idea of going on a little spelunk appeals to you, then yeah, consider Dig Deep.
Again, 96% off in US, 80% elsewhere if you own one of those 5 games. And we're going to end now with one more, which is Akane.
Yeah, Akane is probably my favourite Cubic Games game. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, really easy to play. You essentially control a katana wielding femme fatale. Like, what is she? I don't even know why she's there.
Yeah, you don't really need to know. That's the point, isn't it? You're there, and everyone else is going to regret the fact that you are.
And it has one of the best soundtracks. This is one I'd love to own on vinyl. I don't know if it's available on vinyl, but it's just incredible. And you'll find that you do the moves in time with the music, a lot of it.
Yeah.
There's a screen clearing move that you can do once you've killed enough enemies. Every 100, you'll be fighting a boss. You can unlock some new weapons. Like, you can go from, I think it's like a pistol in one hand, you can change that to, it's either a shotgun or just something more powerful. And yeah, it's one hit, one kill, very addictive loop. Akane is just one of the best games for me. Really good.
There are more on sale. We can't obviously talk about all of them, but if you would like more information, you can head over to cubicgames.com/zombie for the full details.
So there you have it. That is Zombie Day on the 13th, which is today. If you're interested in any of these, as Glenn said, all the information's down below. If you want to save yourself a bit more money, you can use code SwitchUp over at switchup.gg to buy your eShop credit. Get 5% off instantly and 5% back in coins.
Thanks once again to Cubic for sponsoring this video. It's very much appreciated. And a thank you to each and every one of you for watching our videos. Thanks to our patrons and our channel members too, of course. Take care, and until next time, happy gaming.